Hello guys and welcome to another ProfileTree video. So today we're going to be going through the best Firefox extensions. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. So firstly, what I want to cover first is the actual browser itself. So what is Mozilla FireFox? So before we look into the Mozilla FireFox add-ons, let's go ahead and understand what it is first. So the Mozilla FireFox is a free and open source web browser that offers a fast and secure web browsing. Now there's at least over 100 million users actively using this browser. It's actually become popular since 2004 and onwards. As I said, this browser has grown over the years to become one of the most popular open source products for the web. So now that we've covered a small brief of what the Mozilla FireFox is, what are Firefox extensions? So, Firefox extensions, also known as plugins or add-ons, are like apps for the Firefox browser. Now, it brings a whole level of functionality to make the user's experience a lot easier when browsing the internet. Now, of course, there are hundreds of Mozilla extensions that are created for different functionalities by developers. Firefox did initially lack from useful plugins, and what's great now is that this has all changed. So it's good that it's pretty much as good as using the Chrome extensions when browsing using Chrome. Of course, what extensions normally does is just help the user browse, as I've said, the internet a lot or easily without any hassle at all, or it can help them with, say, blocking ads or securing privacy and security, things like that. That's what the extensions are there for. So now that we've covered the basics of what the extension does or what an extension is and the background history of, or just a background, some background knowledge of what Firefox is, we're going to go ahead and check out some of the extensions that you can use to make your experience using Firefox a lot easier and just overall a better experience. So we've got our first extension here, which is Grammarly. Now, just with the title alone, it's of course just to do with any spelling or any of the grammar mistakes. Now, this is a very popular editing tool to use, and it comes with both paid and unpaid options, which is great. So you have two choices basically, and you can either pay the monthly or yearly subscription for it, and you can unlock a couple more different features, or you could just choose the free one. Now, what's great is on the free add-on version, you'll find that it fixes all the mistakes that you've created with writing, and it'll notify you with your issues. This being, of course, spelling mistakes or grammar. Now, you may be wondering, what could I actually use this for as an extension online? So if you are using the Google Docs, especially, and you're, typing anything on the internet, it just autocorrects what you've said, especially if you're using it for social media as well, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Of course, you want to be grammatically correct. So Grammarly helps you with actually keeping you on the right track. Now, of course, if you do want to take full advantage of this offer, you will need to get the paid version. And I will go ahead and check out the add-on in the Firefox browser add-ons. So I'll be with you guys in a moment. So here we are on the Mozilla Firefox add-ons. Now, of course, if I just select that, you could see some of the extensions that you can view. Now, of course, there are other ones to choose from. So we'll just actually proceed with what we were looking at. So it was the Grammarly one. Now, of course, there are other different checkers out there, and we'll actually go through them. So you've got grammar and spell check. That's the recommended one by the looks of things, and you've got 258,000 users on that as well. Our other one here, which is Grammarly, and then our next one here, which is Grammarly Dark. So I'm assuming that's just a dark theme. So that's, as I say, is a dark theme for Grammarly documents. And then you have grammar.com, I'll not even try to pronounce that one there. Linguics there, we've got that. We've got typewrite, word deep, corrector app, spell checker, and grammar checker. So there are a whole load of different versions to the extension. Now, of course, what we want to do is select the Grammarly one. And all you would need to do is just select the Add to Firefox. And it just takes a little moment until it actually connects it to your browser. So then you'll get a little pop-up on the top right, which is an extension saying Add Grammarly. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So it redirects me to another page here. So it's just saying for me to activate Grammarly. So I'll just say yes. And of course, I can sign up using an email. So this is the extension here. So of course, I would have to sign up or sign in with Google. So this is us actually logged into the Grammarly here, as you can see. Now, if you were to use the Grammarly spell check, of course, you can just open that extension up and you can just select for a new document. And it's great as well. You can open up a document and pretty much just process everything you're saying here. So if I said that, obviously it'll correct my spelling here. And it says, oh, change it to hello. So that's one of the features there on how it can help me out with my my wording. And of course, it gives us a demo document as well. So it can be very, very handy to use this extension within the different sites. And of course, look, it says that it'll correct spelling automatically. It even shows emoji for detected tones. So that's a couple of the different things. So it's basically not much explanations needed to use this extension itself. You also get a preview and a couple of screenshots as well. So as you can see, there's Facebook as well and Twitter, as I was saying. And you can also use it for Gmail, Instagram, YouTube, anything like that. And it pretty much just corrects anything that you're saying. So if you were creating an email, it helps you speak a little bit more fluently as well within the English language, of course, if you have a couple of spelling mistakes. And as it says, it offers real-time suggestions to help you rate your best online. So that's what's great about it. So yes, that's pretty much one of our add-ons. So we'll go ahead and move on to our next one. So our next one here is LastPass. So this is a really, really good extension to have. So I've stated here, so remembering passwords can be a task, especially if you have a load of different ones. LastPass is a great way to keep you on track with your passwords. You can securely put your password and log in through the vault. Now, you can also secure your credit card information or any sensitive or vital information that you would need from that time to time. So we'll go ahead and check out this plugin. So this is pretty much just a password manager, and all I would need to do is just add that to Firefox. Now, of course, it demonstrates there that it stores and vaults the different passwords, and it also automatically generates passwords for you, especially if you haven't created an account with that particular website. So it's actually processing me and going through to the LastPass here, and pretty much this is where I would enter my email and address, or email and password. I already have an account, and I used it actually on the Chrome extension. So that's one way to pretty much use it. But we'll just demonstrate it from here. So it's pretty much just as simple as it auto generates some passwords for you if you don't have any passwords available for that login, as I was saying, if you are creating a brand new account. It also helps you store your passwords as well, so that's what's good about it. And it was as easy as pretty much just clicking, downloading, and then I now have access to pretty much a password manager. It's also very good to have for businesses and companies, especially if you use one account. You want to share your passwords and logins securely. LastPass would be a great way to do it. Now, of course, with this add-on, there are a bunch of different options as well. It's not just LastPass. So just make sure that you look for the one that is more preferred to you. Now, there is couple of different ones there. There's multipass, passman, PTED pass, and then Bastion pass. So just a couple of different ones that you may be able to use. And just make sure that you do sort it by an extension, so an add-on type of extension, so you can make sure that you select the right one. But I would highly recommend the LastPass. I know that it does have a 3.5 star rating, or 3.7 star rating, but it is a very good password manager. So we'll go ahead and move on to our next add-on. So this is one of my favorites actually. This is the AdBlocker Ultimate, and what this does is pretty much, as it says, it blocks ads. So as I've stated, advertisements tend to be everywhere. Most of them are pretty flashy. So what could be the solution? So this is a great way to pretty much block those ads and just get rid of them in general, especially if you are screenshotting or looking through the web and you don't want to see advertisements all the time. Then AdBlocker would be a great choice for it. It not only blocks ads from simple websites, but it does also block them using or through streaming sites, which is YouTube and Facebook. And another thing is AdBlock is actually a great way to remove potential hidden malware on the adverts. So not only does it get rid of the unwanted advertisements, it's also a great way for security and protection. So enough talk, we'll go ahead and check out this add-on. Okay, so this is the add-on itself, which is the AdBlocker Ultimate. Now it completely removes all the ads, and it pretty much just whitelists the one that you want to keep maybe, or blacklist the ones you don't want. Now it gives you just a overall overview of what the extension is all about. Now on top of that as well is there are other ones out there that are recommended as well, which is AdGuard, AdBlocker. You've also got AdBlocker for YouTube. You've got a couple of different ones there, which is the Canvas Blocker, Pop-Up Blocker, Leech Block, AdBlock Plus. So that pretty much is the same as well. So that acts the same. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and pretty much just add this to the Firefox, and we'll actually demonstrate it using one of our websites. So we'll just add that in, and of course it is easy enough to remove as well. If you just want to remove that, you would just go to your settings and remove the extension. So what we'll do is we'll actually search up one of our websites here, which is Conley Cove, and this will have some advertisements, so we'll just wait for it to pop up just so I can demonstrate this. So as you can see, we have a block at the bottom there, which is showing us some a global fintech hiring guide. So that's one of the advertisements. Now, of course, if I do want to get rid of that advert, all I would need to do is just go to the AdBlocker Ultimate, just add that extension in. Now that's been added in. All I would need to do now is, since it's activated, I'll have to just refresh this page. So it takes a little moment there. So now that it's actually doing its thing, it's telling me that there's 3 advertisements within this website, but as you can see, there isn't that bottom block anymore. That is completely disappeared. So that's what's really useful about using it as well. You can use it for areas like YouTube as well. So if I use it for YouTube, it'll pretty much just disappear in terms of the actual advertisements. So that's what's great to use about them. So as you can see, it's a nice clean website or streaming site without the advertisements that would usually pop up here. Now, of course, if I did remove that extension, just to demonstrate it one more time, and I refresh this site, I should get not a truckload of advertisements, but of course I will get some advertisements. So here's a couple there. Of course, a bit inappropriate there, but there are a couple of advertisements out there that will just come in. And of course, if I do play a video as well, it will also play those adverts. So you can completely block those adverts at the start. Some of the ones that you obviously don't want to see in cuts of the video, which is annoying. So overall, it's just a great extension to have. So we'll go ahead and move on to the next plugin. Okay, so our next one here, which is almost as similar as the AdBlocker Ultimate, which is GhostTree. So GhostTree can help users see if anyone's tracking them. It gives them the ability to block or unblock them. Also is great for helping users see who's tracking websites. The users can disable trackers, which can help them avoid letting trackers know that you were there. So that's just pretty much an overall of what the GhostTree plugin does. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and check out this add-on. So we'll go ahead and search up the GhostTree add-on. As you can see, it's a privacy ad blocker, and all I would need to do is just add that to Firefox. Now, of course, you want to stay safe while browsing the web, and you want to make sure that you block out areas that you don't want to see. So we'll just skip this. Okay, we'll go back, done with Ghostly. Okay, so that's us pretty much set. And of course, it gives us a detailed area of whether to trust that site, restrict that site, or pause the GhostTree. So just so you guys can see it a little bit better, so this is what it looks like. You can trust the site, restrict the site, or pause the GhostTree. And as you can see, ad blocking is enabled. You've got anti-tracking, which is also enabled, and the never consent content is also enabled as well. Of course, you could have a detailed view as well. You could see which trackers you've blocked, which requests you've modified. So that's pretty much just what that is in a nutshell. It's just a very easy add-on to use. So you could actually skip using the AdBlocker Ultimate if you wanted to and use GhostTree. So it's completely up to you. It's pretty much just optional on what extension you want to use. So our next one here is Honey. Now, this is a great add-on for anyone looking to grab a deal. Honey lets you get that best deal. You can use Honey from the UK, US, Canada, Australia, and India. Now, loads of shops across these countries are supported. Honey processes codes automatically once you're at the checkout, and it also works great with Amazon. So, of course, you would want to use the Honey add-on for any e-commerce websites just to grab that deal. Now, it would also work well with Shopify as well, so that's another area where you would use it at, or Amazon for the likes of those. So of course, like the Shopify websites or the e-commerce websites, or any like Wix e-commerce websites as well. Or so yeah, Honey is just a great way, basically, just to grab any of the used or recently used coupons and pretty much generates it for you to see if it'll work. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does, but of course, who wouldn't want to get a deal for themselves? So why not go ahead and download the Honey app? It's pretty much as easy as it is. All you need to do is just select the Add to Firefox, and then that extension is automatically there for you. You don't need to sign in or anything like that, or you can create an account if you wanted to. That's primarily your option, but I would recommend this. Of course, there are other ones to use out there as well to grab a deal, but Honey seems to be one of the more popular ones. So in conclusion, that's pretty much the different add-ons that you can use. Now, of course, there are a bunch of brilliant and best extensions to use out there, so just keep searching around and keep looking for them. Of course, this is just a little start guide to some of the extensions that I use. Now, I've stated here that users can always alter the site using these Chrome or Firefox extensions to their advantage, and they can consider what to blacklist or whitelist. So again, The primary goal of an extension is to change and improve the user's experience. These extensions in particular allow users to have full control of their privacy and security. And you could also conclude that for any other extensions as well, not just with privacy and security, but just to improve the user's experience. Anyway, hopefully this video has helped you pretty much just see what different Firefox extensions are available. Of course, if I have missed anything, please do let me know in the comment section below. Other than that, I'll see you guys for the next one. Thank you very much.